Change. Do you ever try to change others for their benefit and you failed miserably? Or have you ever tried to change your ideas, your beliefs to grow in your life? The second one is easier compared to the first one. Before you try to change others, first try to change yourself. It is very difficult to change our beliefs, our ideas, our values. But in this practical world, if you want to grow and if you want to develop, then you have to accept the change.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Swamy Vijay, and this is Swamy Vijay speaking to all. Every day at 9 pm you are going to listen to one podcast, and on Sunday as usual timing 9 pm you will listen, and as well as you can see me on screen. Please listen to the podcast continuously because this is a series of podcasts on lifestyle. There are so many issues, there are so many problems we have been going through, and I would like to explain all. So if you like to listen and watch my podcast, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so that whenever I upload a podcast video, you will get a notification and you will not miss to watch the video.
Changing ourselves can be very challenging task, but it is possible with the right mindset and approach. Now you may ask me a question, why should we change ourselves? For example, you are in a situation where the job or the task requires a specific skills, and you have the specific skills but you don't have the right attitude. So you have to change your attitude and you have to adjust to the new circumstances and new challenges. Then you can grow in your professional career or grow in your personal life. Or you met somebody who has all the abilities, who is a right partner for you in your life, but according to his ideas you need to alter your some behavior or traits or qualities in your life so that you can match up with them. But if you are adamant and if you don't want to change yourself, then you lose an important person or lose a best person, and you may not get another chance to find such kind of a person. So we have to accept change, and change is permanent, nothing else is permanent. So in a practical approach, we have to change ourselves to grow in our life, right? And if you want me to be very specific, by changing ourselves according to the circumstances, we get so many benefits. First one, personal growth and development. See, changing ourselves can help us to develop new skills, we can achieve new knowledge, and we can learn more perspectives which can lead to personal growth and development. You take any field, people who want to grow in their profession, they have to accept the change, they have to acquire new skills, they have to gain knowledge, and they have to have a perspectives. So that is the reason why we have to accept change in our life, and we have to change ourselves according to the situations and circumstances. Second one, if you change yourself, improved relationships. So it improves relationship. Changing ourselves can improve our relationship with others as we become more self-aware and develop better communication, interpersonal skills. So you should know how you have to behave with others. If your behavior is not up to the mark, if your behavior is not as per their expectations, if you are not good at your behavior, you are certainly have to change your behavior. Otherwise you will lose that person. So this kind of little adjustments are required in our personality depending upon the people we interact on daily basis. Then changing, if you accept change, it increases self-confidence. Changing ourselves can increase our self-confidence as we develop new abilities and overcome challenges. The next advantage of changing ourselves is better health and well-being. Changing ourselves can improve our health and well-being by adopting healthy habits and reducing stress. First one, if you are having any health issues, you have to change your lifestyle. Whatever medicine you take is just a kind of a supplement, but you need to change your lifestyle. If you don't try to change your lifestyle, whatever the medicines you are taking is become nothing or useless mostly. And if you don't want to change yourself when you meet new people according to the circumstances, and if you stick to your own belief system, outdated values, all those things, it will add a lot of stress in your life. So if you want to avoid those things, if you want to have a good health, and if you want to reduce stress, then you should accept the change. It gives you better health and well-being. Next advantage is greater success and achievement. Changing ourselves can increase our chances of success and achievement by developing the skills and qualities necessary for success. See, in this professional world, in this practical world, there are so many targets, there are so many opportunities are available in this world, but we need to change our abilities. We can't, but we need to change our perspective, we need to change our attitude, we need to at least little alter our attitude, our behavior, so that we can learn new skills, we can accept new challenges, and that gives us success and achievement. If you think that whatever you are doing is right and always right, then there will be no success and achievement and growth in your personal and professional career and life. Even in relationships also, you will struggle to continue in the relationship. If you think you are only always right, then nobody can help you. Then accepting change or changing ourselves according to the situations, according to the challenges, it increases happiness and fulfillment. Changing ourselves can lead to greater happiness and fulfillment as we align our actions and behavior with our values and goals. See, all these are the benefits, and there are so many other benefits if we accept change. But it's not so easy to accept change, and it's not so easy to change ourselves. There are so many reasons why people resist change. We are not happy with the change. We are scared of change. The reasons are fear of unknown. See, change often involves uncertainty, and people may resist it because they fear the unknown and the potential negative consequences that could arise. If you want to change a job to increase and to grow in your life, or if you want to change or learn new skill, or if you want to unlearn something, or if you want to change a residence, if you want to change home, if you want to change the place of work, it creates uncertainty, fear of unknown, but that is part of progress in life. Then second reason why people don't want change or why they resist change is comfort with familiar. People may resist change because they are comfortable with the familiar, and change can disrupt their routines and habits. So many of us, we don't accept change in our job or a position because it gives a lot of discomfort to personal and professional and as well as family life. Then why do people resist change? Another reason is loss of control. Change can make people feel like they are losing control, as they may have to adjust new circumstances or relinquish control over a situation. So when children move from one school to another, students move from one college to another without their willingness, and parents force them, so they lose control of things, they lose control of people, they lose control because they have to go to a new place where they have to make friends, and all these things very stressful. Then next problem, why do people resist change, is lack of trust. People may resist change because they do not trust the motives or intentions of those who are leading or implementing the changes. So if you are an organization, if you are working in a company, if your boss or if your employer tries to bring some changes, you don't trust your employee, you don't trust the implementations, you don't trust that will be good for you. So that's why you resist change. Next one, of course, fear of failure. Change often involves taking risks, and people may resist it because they fear failure or making mistakes. Or some other people, they don't want to change their profession, they don't want to change their attitude because attachment to the past. People may resist change because they are attached to the past and the way things used to be, and they may have sentimental or emotional attachments to certain aspects of their lives. So it is like purely emotional. So people resist change because of these reasons, and there may be other reasons also. It is important to recognize that change is natural and inevitable part of life, and resisting it can lead to missed opportunities and personal stagnation. Overcoming the resistance to change requires self-awareness, a positive attitude, and a willingness to take risks and embrace new possibility. Now let us come to the main point of this podcast: how to change ourselves. If you understood the benefits of change, accepting change, if you understood why people are not happy and why people resist change, then now let us understand how to change ourselves. It can be changing our job, it can be changing our attitude, changing our behavior, making ourselves fit to in this competitive world. So changing ourselves can be really challenging task, but it is possible. How? Follow these strategies. First one, identify the behavior you want to change. For example, you have a lot of anger, or you have a lot of hesitation, you have unnecessary problem in saying no. You can't say no. You want to change that behavior in your personality. So identify the behavior you want to change. The first step in changing ourselves is to identify the behavior that we want to change. Be honest with yourself and identify areas where you want to improve. So if you are having, or if you are struggling to say no, then slowly try to understand what are the bad consequences if you always say yes to others. So you have to first self counsel. You have to tell yourself always that if I don't have the courage to say no, then I will be exploited by others in this world. So understand, identify the behavior you want to change. Next one, set clear and specific goals. Once you have identified the behavior you want to change, set clear and specific goals for yourself. Make sure your goals are realistic, achievable and measurable. For example, you have procrastination, you are lazy, your attitude is lazy, you don't want to work and you feel very lazy. So you want to change that. You know that you are lazy and you want to change your behavior. Then set specific goals. Keep certain tasks for you, time bounded activities for you, and try to achieve those things. So if you try to understand the importance of changing your behavior, becoming from lazy to becoming active, then you have to set goals and you have to slowly work on that, and so that you can change your behavior. Then create a plan of action. Develop a plan of action to achieve your goals. Break down your goals into smaller manageable steps and create a timeline for achieving each step. Then when you are trying to change, so many things happens. You will resist change, your mind resists change. Sometimes you don't find people support you, but you have to develop a positive mindset. Changing ourselves requires a positive and growth oriented mindset. Believe it yourself and your ability to change, and focus on the progress you have made rather than the setbacks. You try to visualize, if you change, what benefits you are going to reap in the future, what are the advantages of your present struggle to change your attitude and your behavior. Then practice self-discipline. Changing ourselves requires self-discipline and self-control. Avoid negative influences and distractions and stay committed to your goals. For example, you have a bad quality, you have smoking habit, or you have consuming alcohol. So these are bad habits, or addiction to social media. There are so many other problems are there. If you want to change, then you have to practice self-discipline. Restrict. You keep on telling yourself that what are the bad consequences of drinking, smoking and addiction to social media. So you need to always go with the self-talk, and you have to practice self-discipline to change yourself. Then if all fails, as I have been telling in all my podcasts, seek support and accountability. It can be helpful to seek support and accountability from others. Find a friend or a coach who can offer guidance, encouragement, and hold you accountable for your progress. See, changing ourselves is a continuous process, and it takes time, effort, and commitment. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. Resisting the change is quite natural, because we don't want to change ourselves, because we are going to lose all the comforts we have been enjoying now. But if you want to grow in life, if you want to progress in your life, in career, in relationships, in personal life, in health, you have to change. If you change, then only you will lead a healthy and happy life. So change is only permanent. Nothing is permanent in this world. That brings to the end of this podcast. If you like this podcast, please subscribe to my channel, press the bell notification so that you can receive latest updates of the information the moment I upload videos on YouTube. And I'll be back every day at 21 hours Indian Standard Time with a new topic in my podcast. Till that, take care. Bye-bye.